What's up, the squad? Back with another video. Y'all seeing the titles going out. Make sure y'all hit the like button, hit that subscribe button for me, please. Y'all see it right here. This account right here is, I'm pretty sure it says Ava WWE. This is I'm pretty sure if y'all can check out this video right here. This is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's daughter.
But last week you said if I did not interfere in his match again.
She had I guess, put out something, on X as well as Instagram. So here is New York Post saying Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's daughter slammed online for insensitive comments made hours after Charlie Kirk's assassination. So this is, after, this had happened to him, which is honestly crazy. I thought this was something like seeing this post. I obviously seen this post today, earlier today. And when I tell y'all that I thought this was something that just happened, this was literally hours after, assassination. Literally says here, Ava Rain, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's daughter, faces criticism, and not only criticism, threats for recent comments about, and I haven't seen any threats, but I mean, again, it's 2025. And threats for recent comments about Charlie Kirk's death. And it read, if you want people to have kind words when you pass, you should say kind words while you're alive. So it's multiple posts says the Rock daughter Ava has doubled down on her remarks. So after people had, said stuff, from the get-go about her original post, her reposting it. Not only doing that, I'm going to show y'all, not only putting it on X, but putting it on Instagram as well. Said has doubled down on her remarks about the late Charlie Kirk. And they said, previously posted on her Instagram story, if you want people to have kind words when you pass, you say kind words when you're alive. Following Backlash, Ava responded with another message and basically said, and I'll stand behind this, be kind now more than ever. Now, let me tell y'all something about Charlie Kirk, what people fail to realize, and what makes me so mad about this whole thing. It says, you should say kind words when you're alive. Charlie Kirk, from the videos that I've seen, and what gets annoying to me is the simple fact that people are so quick to follow. People are so quick to follow instead of, doing their own research and even if they did their own research. Say this person, seen the post that they friend made or somebody made, about, this Charlie Kirk. Because I'm going to tell y'all, a lot of people that's posting on Instagram, posting on Facebook, posting on X and these different platforms, I guarantee more than half of them don't know anything about Charlie Kirk and haven't seen much. And I know there's a lot of people, obviously, that know, who Charlie Kirk is, but there's a lot of people that also didn't follow him. There's so many people that's on my Instagram. Also people that I have to, obviously unfollow because I don't want to see that. I'm not with that. I've supported Charlie Kirk. I love what he did. I love, his messages that he had, the debates, everything. And I even had to, take people off of Facebook. And one thing about it is, and I barely get on Facebook, it's more of a family and friends thing. But the thing is that people would go and say you have this person that sees something from another individual about everything that's going on after they painted, this horrible picture of Charlie Kirk. They say, he said this about black people, this, that, and the other. That person, is immediately going to go and say, especially, you having a black person, you have somebody that, is a different race than him. They're automatically looking at, okay, well, if he's doing this and this white man, doing it, they're automatically going to follow. Not only they going to do that, they painted this picture. And what I mean by painted this picture, they have little clips. They have these small clips of Charlie Kirk saying different things. They do this all the time. They do it to me. Me being a YouTuber and others. They'll take clips of something that I've said, of something that, and they take it out of context. They don't put everything in it. It's not a whole video. Even if it was, they're still going to run with that. That's the same thing with, that they do with Trump. You see Trump doing so much, for this country, got things going on, doing this, doing that. And people still have these, awful things to say, and there are a lot of people that's actually starting to pay attention. But then again, you have a lot of people that just follow, what their friends, what their family got to say. And I'm telling y'all, it's absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible. Says here, WWE need to fire Dwayne The Rock daughter. This is the post on X as well as her Instagram post, which reached 17 hours ago, and posted, both on X and Instagram. This here is daughters Rey Mysterio and Brock Lesnar paying tribute to Charlie Kirk. So this is Rey Mysterio's daughter posted on her story. Pictures of, it looked like a more so of, different pictures of Charlie Kirk. And then you have Brock Lesnar's daughter, that also posts something, which honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. This just goes to show you who was raised right and who was raised. And I know and a lot of times I don't like saying it, but at the same time, y'all, I'm gonna be real with y'all. It all starts with the parents. It all starts with the parents. Obviously, she's grown, but still just being a great, amazing human being. Just being a human being, with common sense. I'm so tired of people like doing this, and celebrating and saying crazy things about, like, at the end of the day, bro, what people fail to realize, this man literally just like anybody else. No matter the color that you are, no matter what you said, no matter what you did, regardless, y'all. And I've talked to family members, and I got that call like, well, he shouldn't have said this. He should, and y'all know what I say. Regardless, he is a human being. Nobody deserved this, bro. Nobody deserves, just because you speaking on something. And like I told Retro Steph, y'all know Retro Steph is. That's my cousin. He does YouTube too. When I tell y'all that I talked to Retro Steph, earlier today, and I told him, like, regardless, the things that he said, being true, and people are literally getting mad, like the truth hurts. Sometimes you like the truth hurts, and I feel like more is more so of, him putting out the truth. Him stating facts, about these situations, and people not paying attention to him. I feel like if people actually sit down and actually listen to Charlie Kirk, listen to the things that he was saying, people would definitely understand. I'm telling y'all, people would definitely understand. This is a post here literally saying, if I go back here, 4 lives destroyed. 2 girls who have to grow up without a father. A mother who has to grieve the loss of her husband while also being their rock and support system for their daughters. All over politics. All because he said stuff people didn't agree with. Pray for his wife and kids. And that just goes to show you right there. All because people didn't agree with what he was saying. And it's so crazy to me that they're trying to put this, and the right does. But man, listen. Every time something like this goes on, that's just like when it happened. And y'all know, there's a lot of people that did this. Y'all seen it online. There were so many people that went and was like, I wouldn't be surprised, it had a lot to do with guns and this, that, and the other. And I doubted somebody from the left. And I bet you, because they had the white man. They had a white man. It was an older guy in handcuffs. And, everybody obviously was saying that was the guy. And they was, I doubt I bet you he was a Trump supporter. I bet you. I'm like, bruh, like, I know for a fact it had to be somebody that was a leftist. I knew, like, I just knew it. It wasn't like a point finger thing. It's just so many things that's been going on. You kind of know. The last thing we was just looking at was what happened in Minnesota. And y'all see if y'all haven't seen the shooters, who did this to Charlie Kirk. Y'all haven't seen I don't really know to call that situation, but y'all know his partner. I'm gonna say that. His partner. Y'all and you can't say certain words on YouTube, but y'all know what I'm talking about. But it just goes to show you that. This guy right here, I definitely want to show y'all this video. There's been so many people and when I say getting terminated from their jobs, I really feel like they deserve it, because at the end of the day, like I keep saying, this is a human being, y'all. This is a human being with you know, and the main thing that I feel like so many people are missing, is the simple fact that he went. This is what everybody, this was something, and I know a lot of y'all know, but a lot of people are missing this. He went to colleges to debate other people, you know, other students, you know, other individuals, not just students. There's just you know, different individuals, and that right there was amazing. The beauty itself. I'm not even gonna lie. It was. I don't know. It was creative. You know, it was real creative, and I see a lot of people doing it and stuff like that. But I love to see Charlie Kirk do it. You know what I mean? I love to see Charlie Kirk do it. I love to see, you know, him, because it was like good. It was real good arguments. You know what I mean? It was real good arguments, and it had me study. It had me learn more. Not only the individual that he was, you know, debating, or, you know, him himself, because regardless, we all learn from each other. I feel like a lot of people miss that. We all learn from each other. In the videos that I seen him debating other students, it wasn't like, oh, I'm Charlie Kirk and I'm going to attack you on this. It was more so, I'm going to put knowledge to your head. And if you say something, maybe you put knowledge in my head, and you're learning. And I feel like so many people miss that. You know what I mean? I feel like that was the more, you know, the importance of him, you know, doing that. And I just felt like it was something amazing, you know, to see, you know, to see him just go around and go into different schools and put knowledge, because this generation coming up, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of them need that, you know. A lot of them need that. You know, you see so many, y'all gotta think, bro, how a lot of kids think, you know. And my grandmother's a foster kid. I mean, not a foster kid, a foster parent, and she has foster kids a lot since I was young. So I've been around, you know, that system. You know, and I always see, you know, these different kids learn from what I do, learn from, you know, when a sibling of mine or a cousin of mine or my father, you know, and just seeing them learn different things. So I know that there were kids that Charlie Kirk was talking to, and they were looking at him like, oh, he taught me something, that don't really have that father figure. So I feel like so many people are missing that. You know, I feel like so many people are missing that. And not only the people that was debating them, it could be somebody that's online. I done had literally people that will DM me and say, you know, and I know this about to sound crazy, bro, but a person to say like, oh, like, you saved me, you saved my life, you know, you saved my life, you're the person, you know, it feels like I communicate with you, you know, you're, you know, and it's like having that person, you know, whether if it's online or you know, just having that communication. You know what I mean? From what I say and what you hear. And I feel like that's what a lot of people are missing, y'all. And I know I've been talking a lot, so I definitely apologize. But just listen to what he got to say right here, y'all.
Hi, my name is Quinn Pratt, and I like going around on the internet finding people making fun of Charlie Kirk's death, and I go and report them to their employers so they get fired. And we got 5 more. We have sent out over 300 emails to employers, and we have gotten now 15 confirmed fires. So without any further ado, let's get into it. Gabrielle from Illinois, you're fired. Lincoln from Utah, you're fired. Amanda, another Amanda from Wyoming, you've been terminated. Suck it. Shasta from Washington State, your ass fired. And Curtis, again from Texas. What the hell, Texans? Curtis from Texas, you've also been terminated. You're welcome.
I'm sorry for laughing. I won't even laugh. It wasn't really a laugh. It's more of a smile. It's a smile because this just goes to show you that there are amazing people that's doing amazing things, like this dude right here. I'm not gonna lie, because it needs to happen. I'm not gonna lie. These things need to happen, because there are some hateful people that are in this world. You know, that like stuff like that. And I'm not gonna say, you know, because I see something earlier talking about it was a Don Lemon video, and I wasn't even gonna put him on my video because I can't stand the dude. But he said something about cancel culture, stop the cancel. It's not even that. I feel like it's one thing, even if a person were to say, oh well, you know, I really didn't like, you know, much that he said, but you know, rest in peace. You know, you know. Or just don't say nothing, you know, because and I can't really tell people what to say, but I feel like there's so many different, I've seen so many people in the military, these doctors, nurses, and these different police that say something so hurtful, and it's like, bro, like, you really doing that as a person? When you threatening, when you saying sickening things, it's crazy to me. So one thing about it, I love and support what this guy doing.
Now, truth being told, I've probably lost about 50,000 followers throughout all social medias while I'm doing this, but I would rather have every single one of my accounts hit 0 before I give in to these people. So if you want to try and affect me or affect my income by unfollowing me, I don't care. I would much rather go back to a 9-to-5 job than let this kind of slide. And I know for a fact that over half of this country agrees with what I'm doing. So hopefully they start finding me pretty soon. So go ahead and do your whole mass unfollowing and everything like that, because again, I would rather see all my accounts hit 0 than letting you guys try and bully me into not doing this anymore. And if you agree with what I'm doing, please hit that follow button. Counteract their mass unfollowing of me.
Not even gonna lie. I feel like it's fire. It's definitely fire. It says Quinn Pratt 5. I'm not really sure if that is. I'm not really sure if this is the. No, I don't think this is the account. I don't really know the account. Hopefully, I can find the account. Yeah, I don't know what the account is, y'all. So if y'all do find the account, just please let me know. I tried to go through the comments earlier. Let's see here. Oh, it is Quinn Pratt. I probably typed it in wrong. On YouTube it is. Quinn Pratt 5. Everybody is wanting to follow him too. But I feel like it's an amazing thing to do. I'm not gonna lie. So many people have been getting putting and the crazy thing is they doing an amazing job finding these people jobs, where they work, who they work for. I'm telling y'all, that's a lot of people that's on it. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of people that's on it. This person in particular, don't know how to say her last name. I do not want to mess it up. Says New Jersey nurse Lexi tells Fox and Friends she's been suspended indefinitely without pay after calling out her doctor who allegedly cheered Charlie Kirk's death. Sad, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. Some hateful people out here. Check it out.
Are you fired?
No, I'm not fired as of right now. Right now, I am suspended indefinitely unpaid.
Why?
So I walked into the nurse's station and I just had learned about Charlie Kirk. I saw this guy. I didn't know who he was at the time, and he was standing there celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk, saying how he deserved it, he hated Charlie Kirk, and he had it coming to him. And
so you love Charlie Kirk. You didn't just weren't aware of him.
I loved,
yeah.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Charlie Kirk. My first retweet in 2018 it was like my first blue checkmark retweet was Charlie Kirk. I was a couple years out of college and loved him ever since.
You're aghast at this, and what'd you say?
So I looked down at his badge because I didn't know, what job, if he was a doctor, a nurse, a
never
tech,
saw him before.
Never saw him before. I looked down, I see his badge, and it says doctor. And I said, "You're a doctor?" I said, how are you saying this as a doctor, that someone deserved to die? I mean, to me, I was just mind blown.
I ain't gonna lie. That just goes to show y'all right there. That goes to show y'all right there. How are you gonna say this as a doctor, bro? I ain't gonna lie, they give you the chills right there. It definitely do. It's definitely sad. It has you thinking a lot. It definitely has you thinking a lot about a lot that's going on. It's definitely sad. People even are like this. It's definitely sad. One thing about it, I'm thankful that she stepped up and said something, spoke up and said something. It takes a strong person to do that. A lot of people, they'll look crazy and don't speak up and don't say nothing. So for her doing this, it's definitely amazing. Definitely amazing thing. I definitely see her her definitely going far, you know, within a lot. I'm pretty sure, and I know for a fact, you know, when you have individuals like this that speak up on situations like this is probably most likely not going to be the last time that we do see this woman right here. I'm telling y'all. So you never know. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. Definitely appreciate y'all. Much love to everybody. Stay tuned for the next video. Catch y'all next one.